Hey, baby. What you doing?
You got that milk gut going on there, huh?
A little bit.
You know you want to grab it.
It's funny because now when she's eating, she's like, ah. Yeah, you. She's like, what is this? She's like, Daddy, if I'm in the video, we can't monetize it because there's children.
I know, right?
Even though we're probably going to be some language and stuff involved in this video. Right, baby doll? Yeah?
You know you want to grab it. I know you do.
Look how she's looking. She's like, do I?
Do I get permission?
Don't I?
Permission?
She's like, oh my God, it feels weird.
It's more curly than Daddy's was.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're like, ew, I don't want to go to Dad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's so good. Yeah, I'm fine.
I know she's upset. She's just going to turn out to be as ugly as you. Oh, did it.
It's true. She does look like me. I'm sorry.
Maybe it'll even itself out, honey. You never know.
Yeah. Just maybe. You want to see the Mothra? It's Arnes' favorite. Arnes hasn't realized that there's a fly swatter next to him still.
Just smash it. It'll be good.
That was his favorite.
Yeah, smash
Got
it.
a lot of pokey things. Though.
Yeah.
Look at all those pokey things. You guys show me pokey things.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Eat it.
Eat it. Alright, you can go back to Mama now.
He'll never be mad at you if you destroy it.
Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't that expensive. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name is Prepared.
And today we have the Hiya Mothra from 2019. Godzilla King of the Monsters. Now, we would have... Okay, you can smack the Mothra. You can't smack the mic. Otherwise, I'll get feedback. God.
You say I can smack the bad guy.
Anyways, we would have had this review out earlier, but I was on vacation.
I know how
We've
dare
also
you.
been doing less videos, so this just takes a little longer to get these out. I'm sorry I went away for a week.
How dare you, you monster.
It's only went to Universal and went through like 10 different states. I got some seafood. I got some Tennessee barbecue was pretty good.
I'm shocked you didn't bring me any barbecue, you bastard.
Oh, I got some brisket down there. It was like this thick. Sliced up and it was on nachos.
So, can I clip the legs?
Maybe.
Okay. You know what? I'll take it. That's better than no.
We'll figure it out. But anyways, main reason I got it is it just looked really good. The paint job for it's fairly unique for
Mothra.
the Mothras in general. Like, I think the X Plus kind of did something similar where it has a little bit of the blues and then the normal colors. But compared to, like, the Monster Arts or the NECA, not so much.
Aww!
Stop it. This is why we can't let Arnes have things.
See, if I just hold the thing right here and falls and breaks, it's not my fault it accidentally fell.
Do it.
Alright, continue on, Steve.
Anyways, for the packaging.
Oh, I'm too fat for this.
That's what I'm supposed to say. I've been gone for a week eating just fast food and heavy heavy stuff. I probably gained like 30 pounds going down there. Anyways, for the box, it's kind of similar to a lot of the other ones where you have the more metal plate pattern on the outside. You get the Mothra.
It still kind of reminds me of the NECA box.
Yeah, just a bit. Get a picture of the Mothra. Get some close-ups. Side, get the blue for... I think that's the poster. That looks like the poster.
It is.
Other side, more of the same. Top, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Bottom, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Back, her flapping her wings and some Liga Mumbo Jumbo. Anyways, let's get her opened up out of her cardboard prison.
Let's clip her up.
Hells yeah. Now that we got her opened up out of her cardboard prison, first and foremost, she comes with this gigantic stand.
You know what this reminds me of? Resident Evil 7 when Ethan has the fly swatter and hits Lady Demand, whatever her name is. With the
Oh,
fly
you mean from that the mod?
Yeah.
Just smacking her butt.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
This is how he gets his kicks.
We're serious about this, professionals.
Stand looks like a penis. Anyways, so for the stand, it's very elongated, like a penis.
Is there a purpose for it?
Oh yeah, just so she could fly really high above the monsters. Because I think I still got. Okay, I don't have the Hiya down here. I got a Monster Arts though. So next to the 54, she sits up pretty high above it anyways.
And you can make it longer, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, do I recommend making it longer?
No.
Now, if you have the rodan, you can.
Rodan.
You can use these segmented pegs, because for the most part, unlike the
stable.
rodan, she actually stays on there a little bit better, but she is a lighter figure. But what we have here is you got these little pair of pincers, and then you have these segmented sections, which these can all...
So you can make it shorter if you want to.
Yeah, so for the most part, display reasons, I would probably keep it as short as possible.
Yeah.
Just so if she does end up popping off, because these don't really got the biggest peg.
Yeah.
So as you're wiggling these, I've noticed it pops off pretty easy. So do be wary of that. But on the display base here, you do get multiple pegs. So if you want to hook multiples of these stands on the one, granted, it only comes with one of these little base ones, but it gives you the option. And then also, it comes with these little plastic tabs here, right on the bottom, which these can slide out. There's 2 sections on each side. And what this is if you have the rodan, you can connect the stands.
Yeah.
Like so.
That's actually not a bad idea.
All right, we got the rodan stand. But just slide it out a little bit.
Ta-ta.
And then you connect them up. Good to go.
Not bad at all. And then, boom.
Yeah, so now this lets you allow you to have your Mothra or your rodan
In air battle.
and the air battles. It gives you a lot more space to play with it. Granted, the rodan is a little bit harder to pose on these things. But it's still a possibility.
I wouldn't trust it, to be honest with you. Not on that.
Yeah, and then for the... There we go. Arnes' favorite Mothra position. No leggy chops.
Just one leg. Let me clip it.
No. Anyways, close look at her details. All right, so for a close look at her details, paint job is really solid on this, where you get the blue dry brushing on the base of the wings.
I think that's a little weird and kind of unique, that paint.
Yeah, well, because in the movie, like you kind of see that blue pulsing throughout the wings. It's kind of replicating that, where it's like starting to do it, but then for the rest of the wings here, it has the normal Mothra pattern. The eyes look really good on it. Honestly, probably the best wings out of all the Mothra figures that I've gotten.
Really? You think so?
Well, it's definitely like the Monsters has a little bit of a crisper design.
Yeah.
But because of the way the wings have this feather texturing, sort of like it did with the NECA.
The way it feels.
Yeah. Or it has that more realistic design to it. Which makes the details, I think, stand out a lot better than on some of the other ones. And compared to the NECA, it's got a little bit better design to it. And also for the base here, too, for the little tiny wings, it's got same kind of blue going on, but not nearly as much, with the same orange, black, white patterns there.
You should let me customize that Mothra for you.
How so?
Just beat her with the fly swatter.
Just using abuser.
Yeah, it's battle damage, see?
Yeah, then for the rest of the body, it's primarily brown, but you do get a little bit of whites, especially on the face and the antenna region here on the front. It's got the 6 legs. Detail on the abdomen is still very nice with the armor plating.
I do like it with how tiny she is. You can still see the actual armor plating and the details on there.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. And then for the articulation portion of her, legs. Honestly, I think it's pretty much only the back legs really want to move on this one. For the arms, I tend to have, like, I think that might's supposed to move. Okay, so that does wiggle. So we can get this to go forward and back. This one's a bit fused, though. And same with these little legs.
I'll be careful if I was you.
There's a tiny little bulge right here. So you can rotate them. I get a little bit of play. But what you might have to do is heat up the joints before you really mess around with this. Because like I mentioned, like this leg feels pretty fused. Same with this one here. And then the other ones I can get a bit more play with. But you definitely, when you're posing these, you want to try your best to be towards the base of the joint. And not be like grabbing at the little claw here and trying to articulate it there. Because that's probably where you're going to end up having the most problems. And for the wings, can go up and down. This side, again, a little bit stiffer, but I think a lot of that has to do with the paint on the joint here. It's kind of causing a bit of friction. But take it slow. You can definitely get it up. Bring it back down. Same with these. And then you can also rotate at that peg, too.
It's got some movement.
Yeah, and then I think at the waist section, you get a little bit of posability here, too. It can rotate. It can go a little bit forward and back. Although I kind of wish, and I was surprised that nobody's really done it, is for an accessory, it coming with an extra, I think it's called the thorax, the butt region, where it has the stinger out.
Oh, yeah.
Like having a swappable butt so it can right in the rodan.
That would be like a good idea.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty sweet.
And for some quick comparisons, here we have the Hiya Mothra compared next to some other Hiya Godzilla collectibles with the Rodan 2019 and Con 2021. And here she is with some other Godzilla collectibles with the SH Monster Arts 54 from earlier and the Hiya Godzilla 2021. And here she is a bunch of other Mothras with the Monster Arts and the NECA poster version, which will have a... what do you call those videos? The versus videos sometime in the near future. Collectible Wars. And here she is with some other things that I got to review in the near future with the Figure Arts Solana Mercury from... Which of Mercury? The new Gundam series. And the... Table's too wiggly. The Beta 2 from the Evangelion third film. And then finally, here she is with some customs that I've been working on with the McFarlane's Medieval Spawn with fancy little chains. It's got fluffs. It's got a real cape. Might do a video showing it off if you guys want, but for the most part, just kind of did this one for myself. And the Burning Godzilla with the Mothra Aura using the same wings from the Hiya. I'm doing some live streams. We're working on this one. I still have to finish designing the wings. But the flame effects and everything are on it. So look forward to that, and then sort of how-to video at some point.
So overall for the Mothra, you stole it from me.
I think it's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, for $50, I think it's solid. Because the way I like to think of these guys is, like, you remember when the Monster Arts Mothra Rodan set came out and it was $100?
Yeah.
Well, this is $100 if you want to get Rodan and Mothra, but you gotta buy them separately. But you get larger figures with definitely better paint jobs.
Definitely better paint jobs for sure.
Yeah, I would say in terms of the highest stuff, so far I would say the Godzilla is good, and for the price is good. But like the NECA does some good things, Monster Arts does some good things. Like it's not a clear winner, but it's still a good figure.
Yeah.
Con, personally, I kind of like some of the other offerings a little bit better.
Yeah, I would say so far out of Hiya, the most disappointing is the Kong.
Yeah, it's not, again, not a bad figure because it's still got some nice heft for the price tag, but in comparison. But where I feel like they're winning currently is with the Mothra and the Rodans. Like they're easily just the best ones that you can get if you really want them. I would say she definitely feels, in terms of what she comes with, probably the most overpriced one at $50. Like there isn't quite enough here to really make me want to pay that, because at least with the NECA they gave you like stands and stuff, like fancy stands.
Yeah, you
like,
got that egg.
Yeah, you had like the egg, the cocoon that she came out of, and then Rodan had the volcano
Lava.
base. I kind of wish it would have came with the larva form. Like if it could have came with the larva form,
Even if it was small or something like that.
yeah, it would have been about the same size as her.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't have been that much more, but if it would have came with that,
or at least charge $39 for this right here.
yeah, I think it would have been like a slam dunk of a figure. Right now, it's like, it's fine. And again, in comparison to Monster Arts, still a better deal.
Yeah.
For sure. But like I mentioned, just as an individual figure, maybe it could have came with like an extra thing or two to really kind of drive that price home.
Yeah.
But the way it sits, I think it's fine. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. So help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button. Subscribe, become a ranger.
Say so.
I was waiting. Let us know in the comment section below what you guys thought of the Mothra. If you guys like King of the Monsters, or is Batcha more your thing?
I don't want to pay $50.
I was waiting for this jank, and I'll be like, that's all, folks.
Abidi, that's all, folks. Whoosh.
Right? And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook. Guys, like keep up the day with channel. Donate. We greatly would appreciate it. Got a Discord attached to our Patreon, and we're going to be updating that here in a bit, and possibly membership stuff as well. So look forward to that. Anyways, see you guys next video.
Bye-bye.